Hey there, it's Anne. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 words that you can use to improve your academic writing. If you're writing for a test like TOEFL or IELTS, it's really important to use academic language because it's going to improve your score. And if you're writing for a university or a college or high school program in English, it's also important to use academic writing. But how do you start? So the best way to start is to learn a few words and to use them correctly. In this video and each of my videos on this subject, I show you how to use 5 words with some definitions and examples, and at the end of the video, you will be able to use them correctly in your writing. Let's get started. Our first word is core. Core. This is a noun, and its first meaning is the central part of a fruit, like this is an apple core. However, it can also mean the central part of something, like here, it's the central part of the earth. The earth's core is very different from its crust. It can also be the most important part of something. For example, bad communication is the core of many relationship problems. Another phrase we use is at the core of. We can say bad communication is at the core of many relationship problems. Means at the center, at the heart. Core can also be an adjective, and it has the same meaning. It's the most important or the most basic or essential. We always use it in front of a noun if we're using it as an adjective. Like in this example, she never lies. Honesty is one of her core values. Or English and math are 2 of the core courses that all students take in the first year of college. So the most important or the most basic classes, like fundamentals. So let's try this. We have a sentence which is correct, but we're going to rewrite it using the word core to make it more advanced. The store's main customers are men, although women also shop there. The store's core customers are men, although women also shop there. So the main group of customers at this store is men. Our next word is a verb, clarify. Clarify, and it means to make something clear or clearer, or also can be to make something easy to understand. For example, the students were confused, so they asked the teacher to clarify his instructions. To clarify, I was at the police station to help. I was not being arrested that night. So I want to clear up any confusion here and let you know I was at the police station to help. I was not being arrested. We can also use clarify in a visual sense when we're talking about a liquid. We want to make the liquid clearer or easier to see through. For example, through the cooking process, butter can be clarified. So we can make butter, something which we normally can't see through, into something clear. We can clarify it. So let's try this. The process is confusing. Can you explain it? So there's nothing wrong with the word explain. It's a great word, but let's take our writing up a level here, and we're going to use clarify. The process is confusing. Can you clarify it? Can you make it less confusing for me? Our next word is another verb, persist. Persist, and that means to continue to do something or try to do something even though it is difficult or other people want you to stop. No one would hire Kayla at first because of her lack of experience, but she persisted and eventually got the job she wanted. So she continued to do something even though it was difficult. Why do you persist in asking me questions? I told you I don't want to talk about it. Here I'm talking about someone who is continuing to do something that I want them to stop. So it's more like the second meaning here, persist. Persist also means to continue past the normal or expected or usual time. For example, snow showers persisted late into spring. Now we expect that snow will end in the winter and will not continue to spring. But here, this continued past the normal time, and a good word to use for that is persist. Take the medicine for 2 days. If your symptoms persist, call your doctor. So if your symptoms continue beyond what I think is normal, call your doctor. So persistent is the adjective form of this word, and it's very, very useful as well. He had a fever and a persistent cough. So this cough would not stop even though I wanted it to. Let's try this. Leo continued trying and eventually became a successful author. So I will use one word which represents continued trying, and that word is persist. Leo persisted and eventually became a successful author. Our next word is behalf. Behalf. It's a noun, and we normally use it as part of one of these phrases. On behalf of, like on behalf of someone, or I might say on someone's behalf. And that means as a representative of someone. For example, the team captain accepted the award on behalf of the team. So as a representative of the team, this one person, the team captain, accepted the award. Now we can also use behalf, meaning for the benefit of someone. And again, we use it as part of one of these phrases, on behalf of someone or on someone's behalf. He works as an activist on behalf of animals and the environment. So for the benefit of animals and the environment. Behalf can also mean because of someone in this way. For example, don't pause the movie on my behalf. It's okay if I miss a few minutes. I have already seen it and I know what happens. So don't stop the movie because of me, for my benefit. So don't pause the movie on my behalf. So let's try this. We will rewrite this sentence using behalf. The lawyer negotiated for his client. Great sentence, but making it more academic, incorporating some of those high-level words, we will use behalf. Remember, we're going to use the whole phrase. The lawyer negotiated on behalf of his client. Our next word is random. This is an adjective, great adjective, very, very useful. Random, and this means chosen or done or something like that with no particular plan or pattern at all. So in this picture, there is no pattern here. There is only a random collection of dots on a page. These dots are not organized in any specific way or at all. And sometimes we use it as a phrase, at random. So this is in a way that doesn't follow a particular plan or pattern. Students were chosen at random to answer questions. So the teacher did not have a plan. She simply chose students without any particular order. She chose them at random. We can use this as an adverb, randomly, and it means the same thing. For example, I didn't know how to solve the problem, so I randomly started pressing buttons on the computer, hoping that something would work. So I did not have a plan when I was pressing the buttons. I was simply pressing them with no plan. So let's try this. I didn't know the answers to the test, so I chose any answers. A lot of students do this, and a lot of students make sentences like this, but we can replace the word any with random here and have a much higher level sentence like this. I didn't know the answer to the test, so I chose random answers. So after you've learned these 5 words, the next step is to use them. Choose one of these words that you like today and write a sentence in the comments below, and I'll let you know if you're using it correctly or not. If you'd like to keep learning English with us, visit our website and check out one of our courses that we offer, or download our free ebook, 3 Tips for Great Writing from College Professors. See you next time.